Hello.
Yeah, you did it.
Hey, look at I use technology.
Wow.
Whoa! I think I just had my video settings, or not my video setting, my audio settings. I never hit like join computer audio or something like that, so that's probably why.
Well, we figured it out though.
We did it. Yes. I was gonna ask you, are we gonna pretend like it's a future date, or are we treating this like it's 420?
Oh, dude, whatever you want. I mean, it's 420 like right now.
I was gonna say a month is, huh? So. All right. Well, what day is it? Just so I know and I don't screw up anything.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, like, cause we have a 420 special podcast that we pre-recorded already. So this one is like the day 420 that we recorded. Like.
Okay. So that'll be mentioned like in the description, I guess.
Yeah, we could put it there.
It's whatever. It's a podcast, man. I feel like I shouldn't ask you any questions until we begin, unless we already began.
I mean, yeah, dude, we can. I've been recording since
Okay, yeah, we don't need all that mumbo jumbo at the beginning there.
Yeah, well, because dude, I was playing Moss Jasper when
Oh, really? Oh God, I'm so sorry. That's funny. I was gonna think about touching upon that today, since you had a vital role in that project.
Oh yeah, dude, it's already been touched. You can like arouse it more.
I'm all down for that. Okay, I'm down. I'm down to start whenever you are, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Unless this is gonna be included.
Yeah, like, well, maybe I'll like cut a little bit about just like trying to figure out the audio stuff, but I think it's been a pretty awesome story so far.
Awesome. Are you you're using a computer, right? Like you can see the screen and everything.
Yeah, I'm using a laptop.
Awesome.
How about you?
I'm using my laptop. I don't got a cool setup like you do. Do you know why I was having technical difficulties at first? Because I was gonna have my like heavy duty bike set up, but I couldn't really get a good orientation for it, and I couldn't really get it to work. So I figured, I mean, does the audio quality sound fine?
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, I hear you. It's been a little glitchy, but
it has been. Okay. Yeah. Do you want me to try to set up my mic here?
I think it's more like the internet connection.
You think? I'm right next to my router.
Okay.
So I don't know. If there are any.
But no, dude, it's cool. I mean, like, it's all good as long as we like capture the magic. It doesn't matter like how the magic is captured.
Oh yeah. Well, there's gonna be a lot of magic going on here. So. There already is. So come on, it's a magical month, and yeah, we're in magical times right now.
Heck yeah! Wait, so are you celebrating today?
I think me and my roommate, we might try some new recipes tonight.
Cool.
Consumable. I don't know if you've ever tried homemade edibles or anything like that. Have you ever tried doing that?
Yeah, dude, I actually baked some like scones with.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, dude, it was a trip.
Scones. Well, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I baked it with ABV, already been vaped, like the.
Oh. I'm an amateur stoner. I'm a quarantine stoner. That's the only time I'm a stoner. Okay. I'm coining the term.
Wow, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
But no, what are you guys gonna be baking?
We're just gonna it's like the easiest thing ever. It takes like 20 minutes. You just take all the weed and you take a bunch of peanut butter, mash it together, and then you throw it into the oven at a certain temperature, and then that the whole process.
Yeah, dude. I forgot what it's called.
Like decarbonation, decarb something. I know the first two syllables. That's good enough for me. But yeah, so that'll be fun. And I'm sure you have your scones that are still available, right?
Oh no, did I bake those scones?
Oh, you ate them already?
Weeks ago. Yeah, I baked them a couple weeks ago.
Oh well, I'll let you know how my little treat goes tonight.
Heck yeah,
for sure.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you're looking for quarantine. You're looking really good, by the way.
Thanks.
I already got my like quarantine bod starting up.
Me too.
So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting seeing everyone when they finally get to come out into the world for the first time again.
Like butterflies becoming. Oh wait, no, caterpillars becoming butterflies.
Yeah, if anything, we did the opposite of metamorphosis, which we started as pretty butterflies, and now we're just like fat slugs, just like rolling around everywhere.
You guys are caterpies.
Caterpies, yes. What was your favorite Pokemon ever growing up, or not even growing up, just ever?
It was probably Gengar,
Oh, Gengar, huh?
and yeah, Gengar. Yeah, that's my favorite. What about you?
Oh yeah. I to see. There's a few different things that come to mind because I could do like the joke one that me and my friends we were like obsessed with this one. I mean, I'll say the name. There's not that many Pokemon out there. Oh, now there is, but Nose Pass was the one that we ironically loved. We always had one. Every one of my friends had one in our parties, and we weren't allowed to nickname it. It had to be named Nose Pass, by the way. And then as far as like actual use goes, I really liked Pelipper. In fact, I really like this guy.
Wow.
I I had him on my Emerald. That's when I got first introduced to this guy. And then what did I name him? I forgot what I named him, but I had him like the 2 or 3 years I played that game, and he was like my main Pokemon.
Yeah.
So lots of memories. Yeah. How's the I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I don't know if I should be the one asking you questions because.
Oh yeah, ask me whatever. What do you want to know?
Okay. Well, I don't want to ask a question that you've gotten 20,000 times.
No, dude, go for it. I don't say the same things. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Don't you worry. I'm on your page right now. I don't know how about you. I've seen like tidbits on social media that you've been like working. You came out with like some music last year, I believe. Are you working on? Yeah, I think it was that. It was a whole album. I listened to the whole album. It was freaking great, even though it's like out of my bubble, my immediate bubble.
Thanks, dude.
But I definitely enjoyed it.
Heck yeah.
Thought going. Oh yeah. Have you been working on any music recently?
Like indirectly, I feel like
Oh yeah.
all these podcasts that I've been doing are kind of like they're fueling me, or like something is being generated inside of me that's gonna be.
It's like
yeah.
It's like the creative your creative juices are flowing. You're getting that momentum like building up. You're not just sitting around watching Netflix. You're actually creating stuff. You're creating content.
Straight up, dude. And it's just it's good to like just be like connecting with so many different like creative people. It's just really inspiring to I'm like immersing myself in that energy. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what I've been like marinating in. But then also like my homies and I are like making hip hop. So cool. Yeah, dude. So we got like a bunch of beats and like a bunch of like almost finished songs.
But that's like the golden, like that's like right where you want to be, because now you have like so much that's already there. Now you could play with it, you could add anything you want to it. It's already like all the work basically has been done now. Yeah, now you just get that. Now you just get to play with it. Oh yeah. Like that's where you want to be. That's the best place you want to be. I'm like at the very like I've been like writing music and stuff during this whole thing and the past year or so, and I'm still. After a year, I'm still like in the beginning stages of my new music and stuff. So
yeah,
it's a struggle, but you know how it is.
Are you still writing like under Moss Jasper? Like that's your project?
I think I want that project because initially that project was like the very first release last year at this time, around this time. I think I wanted that to just be like, hey everybody, here's what I'm going to be starting now. Here's like a little like taste. And so you can't see my hand movements here. I'll do. Here's a little taste for you. And that was just, and that wasn't even supposed to be like, that wasn't supposed to be my magnum opus in the slightest, really. That was just like a starting, like a jumping off point, relatively easy to listen to songs, I guess. But I think I mentioned it to you a while ago, but I think like the next music that I do officially come out with is going to be more experimental and more just like, whoa, I never thought someone would make that thing. It's not that good, but someone made that apparently. Cool. All right, that works. So I just want to be like the cause of something that like no one has done. Like I've been stumbling upon like so much art and music recently, where it's like, whoa, that you could just do that. You could. Someone went through this whole process, and now this exists, and there it is. It's like it exists on its own, and that's what I kind of like the idea of that. I kind of like the idea of something that you've created that people can enjoy that hasn't really particularly been explored yet, even though that sounds stupid, but I don't know.
No, dude,
That's just like
that's perfect.
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
I love.
You won't know what I'm talking about. Of course, even I won't know what I'm talking about until I come out with the music that I'm talking about. That doesn't even exist yet, but it's in scrambled up portions in my brain.
Yeah,
So that's where I'm at right now.
It's in the formless realm.
The farmless realm. Oh, the formless realm,
Yeah,
yes,
the
and the
formless
farm.
realm.
There's no farms there either, probably.
Did it sound like I said farmless?
It sounded like you said farmless, and then I went into my head and I was, wow, there's like, if there's no farms, what is there? You know? Like, what do we have? There's no substance.
Are you into books?
I am. Here. I'm reading this right now. Boop. The first part's coming out in 2020 on film.
What's it called?
Dune.
Never
did.
No.
Dune is it's like a science. Here, I'll show it. I'll show it again. Dune.
Yeah.
I'm only this far into it, but Dune is like a sci-fi. Have you ever heard of the sandworms?
Yeah, I think so. What's up with the sandworms?
Okay, like Dune is based on. It takes place on this giant sand planet, and there's these giant sandworms that are like, I don't know how long they are. I'll pull up. I can show my screen, I guess. We don't have to do this. But the sandworms of Dune, I just want to see what their dimensions are, just to get an idea of how monstrous these things are. Anyways,
it's like the Alaskan bullworm.
Exactly. There we go. 1,300 feet long and 40 meters, 130 feet in diameter.
130 feet in diameter.
Yeah. So think of an Alaskan bullworm on crack in this, and then there's like hundreds of them, and it's like this, it's like this big, it's like a giant epic book. It really is. The movie that's coming out, it's going to be in 2 parts. And that's really why I decided to read it, just because the movie was coming out, and I really have to decide if I'm going to read a book or not, is if I know a really good movie is going to come out that's based on it.
Oh, okay.
So I decided to get this, and it's really good so far. I recommend it. It's like a sci-fi political action adventure. It's got everything.
Yeah, that's an interesting insight that you just told us about. If they're making a movie about it, it must be a good book.
It's a good like incentive for me, because then I have like a deadline, as opposed to just picking up a book that came out hundreds of years ago. Read this, and then you may never finish it because that's already been touched upon many times.
You gotta finish it before the movie comes out.
Exactly. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm reading that. I'm reading. I have like this philosophy book that I read sometimes that is from a while that I read back in school, but I have this here, and sometimes I just like touching upon it again, because there's a lot of cool philosophical theories.
Oh heck yeah! Why do you keep coming back to it?
Mostly because it's on my desk. First of all, it was just like I got at community college. I just kind of kept it along, and it's just here. I even flipped to chapter 6, the meaning of life. Do you want to know what the meaning of life is?
Yes,
read that book. There you go. Only 16 easy payments. So actually, this is probably you probably find this for like less than 10 cents online now.
I heard an interesting meaning of life today.
What was that?
I'm gonna try and find it.
Okay, it's not 42, is it?
No, it's words. I mean, I guess 42 is words.
42 is the best one. What are you talking about? That is the meaning of life.
Okay, so the purpose of life is a contest of who can love who more.
Oh, okay. So when this, You or me?
Oh yeah,
When,
it's
Omar, I
like
love you more than I do.
that's okay. I love you back. Or
Oh, we both
it's
win.
like no, like I love you more. It's kind of like that, like.
Yeah. Oh,
But
so
yeah,
okay.
but it's also like, can you love like the evil? Can you love like the wicked things that have happened to you?
Oh my
Or
God.
like, can you love the things that you hate about yourself?
Oh, so it's deeper than that. It's deeper than initially what I thought it was. So it sounds like it's about facing like the negativities and your fears in life,
Yeah,
opposed to
and like
just
loving all of that, like loving the
oh
whole.
yeah, like embracing the beauty of it. I would say, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good way
that
to put it.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I'm on board with it.
Embracing the beauty.
I'd rather have love than hate.
Yeah, that's true.
Embracing.
I think, well, okay, so when stuff like that with like two extremes,
Mhm.
I think it's like always relative. Like wherever you are is always the middle, because like a lot of
Okay.
like hot and cold,
Yeah.
like a 90-degree day could be hot compared to the freezer,
Oh. Oh yeah.
but like the sun could be hot compared to the 90-degree day. So it's
Hmm.
like I think it's the same with stuff like love and hate, or like happy and sad.
Oh, so you say that if you try to achieve, like, if you try to go onto the, like you say, love is right here, you got hate right here. You try to go all the way the end of of the love spectrum. You say that's unobtainable because you're always going to be kind of like in the middle of it. You're just going to be chasing it.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
I
so
like that metaphor. That's a good metaphor.
yeah, and then so like that the ultimate source of love is like God. So it's like what like the sun is in the heat metaphor. If like the
Uh-huh.
sun was infinitely hot,
Oh yeah.
so you're always like you're always at the middle.
Is there an end though? Is there a an ultimate just like
It's
boom, like you get there and you're not in the middle anymore?
no, it's like infinite.
Okay, wow. I don't know how you get all the way towards infinity,
Right,
but
that's the thing. Yeah,
I guess that's what we're all trying to figure out.
yeah, because you're always in the middle, and it's always just kind of like, no, I love you more. You know?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm totally on board with it, man. So that's cool. I never heard like a theory about that before. That's
Yeah, I never heard it put that way
did,
either.
did you stumble upon it, or was this something that you've been workshopping in your own mind for a little bit?
No, I found this one on YouTube. It's
Yeah,
yeah, this channel called actualize.org. It's pretty interesting.
actualize.
Yeah,
What kind?
actualized or
What kinds of
actualize.
other what other videos do they have usually?
Oh, there's one like how to be funny. And
Well, hey,
there's
it's worked. I can tell you've watched it. I've watched it too. That's why
Oh yeah, dude.
that's
Oh
why we got
cool.
this going on.
Heck yeah. And
Cool though. So
then
it's so
yeah.
it's like a tutorial. It's like a life tutorial page almost. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, there's a bunch of nice like nuggets of wisdom in a bunch of different areas.
Okay. Do you own any motivational posters by any chance? I feel like you could totally be the one to have a few of those.
I got like hold on.
Maybe I should change my question. What's the most motivational thing that you own? Is this it here?
Can you see it?
Mark 923.
Yeah, that's my birthday.
So, do you have? Oh yeah. Oh no way. We have a very close birthday.
And then it's attached to this like
New
alien.
Mexico. I remember you had a. Did you have the poster that like I want to believe poster?
Yeah.
I still remember that after all this, however long it's been.
Yeah, shouts out Amelia. He hooked it up for like my 22nd birthday, I think.
Oh, nice.
Do you have motivational stuff?
Uh, I have. Can you see these jellyfish in the background? Oh, wow! You can see a lot
Yeah.
more than I. And those are on my bed over my bed because I like jellyfish and they make me feel nice and calm. That's not motivational at all. I don't know. I just wanted to point it out.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's important though.
I have a cool little thing here. I'll show you. Be right back. got this little poster, and
The Grand Tour.
It is for. Let me find if it's printed on here. Okay. Anyways, this is. Oh, I could actually go into some backstory. I don't think I've ever talked about like the meaning behind. You mentioned Moss Jasper earlier, the name of the album of Voyager Blue. I've never touched on why it's named that. So this is an exclusive right here.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was named after the Voyager 1 spacecraft, which was put out into the early 70s, I believe. And it has captured like some amazing images of Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, and it's the only unmanned spacecraft that has left our solar system. And there's a very, very famous image that was captured was our little planet as a pale blue dot, as like 1 pixel on this giant screen. Are you familiar with that? Have you seen that image?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like freaking monument. It's mind-boggling to me, and so many people don't seem to really think it's mind-boggling. I think it's freaking amazing. So, yeah, the name of the album, that song, that's based off of that whole concept. And I got this little poster, this little mini poster here, because this is actually an official NASA poster that they put out onto their website, and you could get this along with I think there's 20 other designs. And they basically made it so then it's like these getaway sort of hey, explore this. Like there's one for every planet. There's one for explore the rings of Saturn, on this getaway package, So it's all really cool stuff as based on all the planets and all a lot of different missions that NASA has done. So yeah, that's that.
But why do you think it's so mind-boggling to see the Earth like that? Just as
no human that has ever existed has been that far, and we're living in a time where this is the first few generations that have been able to explore such great lengths, and it's so cool that here, let me give it some perspective here. Let's see where that spacecraft is right now. Voyager 1 location. There's actually a Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Voyager 2 isn't that far out. But, okay, it was launched in 77 to study the solar system. Launched 16 days after. Voyager 1 was launched after its twin Voyager 2. I was not aware of that. Okay. So I always assumed
was sent out first.
2 was first. Yeah, 2 I thought was. I always assumed 2 was years later. Do you know about the what is it called? It's the golden disc.
The golden disc.
It's literally a golden disc. I forgot what it's called. But what we did was we put all of humanity's sounds onto a disc, like birds chirping. People talking, and then also some selected music as well. Let me see if I could find a list. It's actually on Spotify, funnily enough, if you go on there.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. The golden disc.
I don't think it's called the golden disc. I just named it that. One disc golden record, I guess. I'm trying to look it up. Oh yeah, it actually is called the golden record.
Wait, what's it called?
The golden record.
The golden record.
Yeah, and you know what? It wasn't Voyager that did it. It was actually Pioneer 10 and 11.
Golden
and maybe I have my fact here. This would be embarrassing. Let's see. No, I was right. Voyager 1. Oh yeah, dude. I don't even understand how humanity functioned. Can you imagine being quarantined 30 years ago?
Yeah, I can imagine it.
That would you can imagine it, but you don't want to be in that situation.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of I don't know. I can see like pros and cons from it. Like it would suck to
Mhm.
be cut off from everybody, but it would be like a good time to just like really like dive deep into yourself.
That is true. Yeah, like almost there would be zero distractions really. There would be just yourself. Uh, of course, there was TV back then, but yeah, that would be insane. We have a good at this time.
Oh yeah,
I would
dude,
say.
we're pretty blessed right now
Oh yeah.
to be able to just like have conversations like this and
I know, right? Dude, I was like, thank you for having me on because I was like just dying to like actually like have a conversation that lasted for longer than, an hour.
oh heck yeah.
Even longer than 10 minutes, I should
Yeah,
say.
dude.
Uh,
Why were you craving that?
why was I craving it?
Yeah.
I it's like in day-to-day life, in this era and as, in a normal era. It's hard. I feel like for me, it's hard to like really sit down with friends and be like, "Hey, let's have a talk for an hour and a half about random crap." Like
Yeah.
I haven't been able to talk to anyone about this in who
Oh.
knows how long.
Oh wow. Thanks for
Yeah,
sharing that then.
you're welcome. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's like a lot of it is like people want to be heard. Like everyone's got some stuff that like they just
Oh
want to
yeah, that too.
share.
That too. Yeah. I was gonna say. I was gonna. What was I gonna do? I have a question actually. How is the? Do you feel like you're getting like enough viewership as you want to, or is that something you don't really care too much about? You just want to something that you just want to put this out because you want to put stuff out.
Dude, it's like addicting, like just
Yeah.
like seeing people like responding to what I post.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and it's like I gotta be careful, dude. It's like I catch myself just like mindlessly like scrolling and refreshing like to get the dopamine hits of like you know what I
Oh,
mean?
you want those little likes and those comments and stuff.
Well, it's like I sense that part of me,
Yeah.
but I don't wanna like give that a lot. I don't wanna like feed that part of me.
I think it's okay to feed it just a tiny bit. I mean, it's all part of, human experience, it's your natural human emotions.
Yeah, but I'd rather be like making more videos instead of
I
just
see.
like worrying about or like you know what I mean, just
Oh,
letting that consume my attention.
you're almost, I don't want to like put you on the spot here, but
No, go for it.
you're almost looking forward to the reaction of it than actually doing it then. That's what it, I mean, I'm not saying that
Maybe.
is it, but
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
okay.
Like
That's
the
okay though. I mean,
uh-huh.
that could drive, that could be something that drives you, like people's reactions to, especially if they're enjoying what you're putting out. I don't see anything too
Yeah.
harmful about that.
Yeah, I think it's just mostly like just like scrolling through Instagram like mindlessly or like just like refreshing it and just like waiting.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like going back and like rewatching the clips and it's like why like I love doing this. I need to go give myself something else to do. You know what I mean? Like
Well, you could have this clip being replayed over and over and over again, and then you have to look yourself in the eyes and be like, "This is the man I am now." I guess.
I think it's probably a good thing that like I'm enjoying what I'm making. At
Oh yeah.
least. Yeah.
Honestly, it makes me almost want to start my own podcast, even though
Yeah.
like I don't even care if if we have zero viewers, I don't even care. It's like it'd be a fun to like start this up how you're doing with like friends and
Oh heck
people
yeah,
that
dude.
are and just to talk and get to know them more.
Yeah, and it's cool just like like putting it on the internet and seeing what
Yeah,
happens.
it'd be really cool 10 years from now, going back and like watching some of these,
Yeah.
not just for
Like
yourself, but like for all the guests that you have on too.
oh yeah, dude. Seriously, like just it's like a cross section of how we were thinking and like living in this part of
Yeah,
life. And
I
like yeah.
I know, like we're not gonna, because I don't know about you, I don't really journal or anything like that. I don't
Oh,
really
you don't?
record. I used to a little bit, and I record some thoughts every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm more so at like a monthly basis. I'm like writing stuff down.
Mm.
Um, but maybe I should definitely do this as as we are in a situation where there you know is time
Mhm.
to finally fulfill some of these tasks that would benefit us. But then again, I saw a quote somewhere. I forgot who it was, but this is like the one. This is like the one time where you figure out which stuff you're actually putting off because you're procrastinating, or which stuff you're putting off because you don't have time.
Whoa.
Yeah. Have you found you're procrastinating on anything? Because for me,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, because like for me, like we're talking about music earlier. I was like, oh, maybe if I had just a little more time, oh, I'd be going all in on my music. Nope, haven't been doing that.
Hmm.
And I've had more time than I ever had in my whole life, as has everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's an interesting feature of the mind.
Hmm. Yeah, no, definitely. It's just like we very much so like to have things like, in the now, very much all about those quick, easy dopamine hits, and us, poor human minds, we can't even do like one simple task that takes 2 minutes sometimes, even though it, like putting a dish away, because
Oh
we
yeah,
don't
the
want to do we don't want to put in work right now because that's for tomorrow's
mm,
Omar, or that's for tomorrow's Daniel.
whoa.
Yeah, that's what goes on in my head sometimes. But
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, I resonate with that. I think I think it's important to like put ourselves in uncomfortable situations on purpose to like develop like that
oh yeah,
habit of like being able to like do things that we don't want to do.
I'm 100,000% on board. I remember I used to just, this was a while ago. This was back in when we worked at a certain retail establishment.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
dude. I remember.
I know we don't want to remember it.
Dude, I learned a lot like
Oh
through
yeah, no, I don't
yeah.
regret. Honestly, I don't even regret anything about working in retail or anything. I feel like
Mm,
I don't want to say the name of the store for some reason,
it's all good.
because who knows who's watching, right?
Mm,
Um, yeah, there was like that moment in my life when I was still working there, and I felt like nothing was going on. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like go out of my comfort zone 100%, and I just started discovering all these new things about myself. I discovered new things about the world. I discovered new hobbies. I got really into dancing. I got
yeah.
really into like swing dancing and all that stuff.
Heck yeah.
Um, I think I discovered different musicians such as yourself
Whoa.
and some of my other friends, and I went out of my comfort zone to like produce a whole album all by myself without any like prior help before that.
Mm.
I went from almost like zero recording experience to
Yeah, dude.
full
Releasing an
like,
album on Spotify.
yeah, hey. Um, so yeah, it was just like this whole mindset change. And when you get that whole mindset change, and you actually like put the action, like the effort and the actions into it,
Yeah.
to change your life, then you bear the fruit of it. And
Heck yeah.
I wouldn't, I wouldn't, I wouldn't change anything. I highly recommend it to anyone, even though I know it's much easier said than done. But if you're able to actually, um, make it a reality, it's the first step's always the hardest. That's what they say, right?
Mm. Yeah,
I don't know
like
who they is.
right. The they. Yeah, like the majority of the job is just like showing up.
Oh yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
then like once you're in that environment, then you're gonna start like doing what you need to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
So what like motivated you to go out of your comfort zone with all these things like dancing or like making an album? Was it because like you knew that
I
it was like growing you or what?
Yeah, no, I think I was what, 20. I was like super early 20s. I might have been 20 at the time when I decided to make that change, and I think I just felt like I turned 20. I felt like I was going to community college. Felt like my life wasn't exactly where it needed to be, both like personally and professionally. So I just made those necessary changes. I think I just started trying to attain new hobbies. I mean, I even tried to do there's a lot of failed stuff that I'm not mentioning. Trying to. I think I even tried to like get into clubbing at one point, and I was like, this is not for me, not at all.
Good.
Good. You're not on the rave train,
The rave
no.
train? I don't think so.
I don't know why I called it the rave train. That's a good name for a train. I don't often name trains, but hey. Yeah. So it was just this. It was just. I mean, I don't know if it was like a decision, just like a snap decision, or if it was just like a over the course of like a few months, I just decided to start slowly improving my life. So if you feel like you're in a rut, do something about it, okay? And you're the only one who can actually change anything. So
Yeah. Where does
no
that come
pressure.
from? Like, where does that come from? Where it's just like when we finally like decide to take that first step.
I think it's like right here.
Right
Right
in our
here.
tummy.
Yeah, right here in my tummy. Oops. No, where does it come from?
Yeah.
I think you just get sick enough of yourself
Mm.
that you're like, oh crap, I need to make myself more enjoyable to hang out with my own inner being, because
Yeah.
you have to spend your whole life with yourself 24/7. So
That's true. That's really important, dude. Like that's something that
like imagine, like, I'm sorry if anyone genuinely dislikes themselves, but imagine just like hating yourself and having to like be with, and
yeah.
if you're out there and you hate yourself, that's not warranted. We both love you very, very much.
No, dude, yes, it's
So
not good. Like I used to hate myself and I would see that
yeah.
in like what was happening around me.
Oh no. How old were you about?
Like from probably like 18 to like 22-ish. So like
Oh.
4 years or so. It was just like dark.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah. And then
Yeah, no, I can
yeah.
imagine. I mean, like, not, I get the feelings of it.
Heck yeah.
Um, and how did you do any, like, did you take any immediate action to like try to get yourself?
Oh, well, it was like the same kind of thing. I just got so sick of like I was just
Yeah.
so like tired of being tired. I was
Uh,
like over being sad. I was like, I need like, you know what I
oh
mean?
yeah. No, I get it. You have to hit the bottom of the barrel before you know, you jump out, I guess.
Yeah, it was like a mixture of like frustration, confusion, like
Mhm.
brokenness, and like just like despair.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
But that's how I'm so happy today.
I was gonna say, yeah, like you seem very jovial, and I'm very, very happy for you.
Thanks.
I'm even though we're stuck inside for the majority of the day, I'm in high spirits. I feel like
Heck yeah.
life is a beautiful thing,
Oh yeah, dude.
and
Like,
people. I think people at this point are just like impatient. Once once the lockdown is officially over, I think people will be quick to forget like how difficult. I mean, I don't want to say people are going to forget how difficult this was, but like life will go relatively back to normal eventually.
you think so?
And nope. I'm just saying that because I don't think it'll go back to normal, but I think it'll just be, what hasn't been said though. I think it'll be a slightly reduced version of what we had before, as in like, as far as social distancing goes and whatnot. I'm just worried about my dancing. I hope I get to do my dancing again, because
Oh
that's
yeah,
like,
dude, I feel you.
I mean, you're basically like making out with the person that you're dancing
Yeah,
with when you're dancing. Like if they're sick, you're gonna get sick. That's just how it works. And when there's 200 people in the same ballroom as you.
right. Everyone like breathing that air and
Oh
like
yeah,
sweating on each other.
yeah. My swing dance place that I go to in Pasadena, that was like the first place to get shut down as
Oh.
soon as they figured out like, oh, there's this virus coming along. Nope, no more dancing. Sorry, let's go.
Mm.
Okay. I only cried for a couple of days, so we're fine.
Why don't you just dance in your room with yourself? Or do you?
I do occasionally. I do occasionally.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you the Charleston?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can do this.
Forget your headphones.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go. You know what? I haven't tested the angles out here on this room here.
It's all good.
You see my feet?
No, I see your shins.
Whoop.
There you go.
Wait, hold on. I need to get a. We'll have a dance themed podcast next time.
Okay. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Okay. Sorry. It's done. All right, here we go. So this is the steps of the Charleston. You do a little bit of. Can you see me?
I can see like. Can you get closer to the light? A little more. There you go.
Oh, okay. So this is the Charleston. It's like up And my whole body, my upper body's doing a thing too.
All right. What's your
But and then you're supposed to be doing that with a partner, and then you add in all this craziness, and then you got the Charleston.
Yeah.
So that's what I miss doing with my friends and my dance people.
Do you ever go to punk shows?
What? The last punk show that I went to might have been one of your related things, I think.
Oh,
maybe.
Cool.
Because I don't go to punk shows.
You know what skanking is?
Can you define that?
I can show you.
Oh, yeah. You know, maybe this is a dance podcast. Oh, I like that. It does. It seems like it was influenced a little bit by Charleston.
What?
It looks like that was a little influenced by Charleston a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
Like the kicks, at least.
Yeah, it's just like your elbows, your right elbow and your left knee are like together, and then like.
Gotcha.
And then you're kind of like you can like throw your elbows out, like if you want to like hit people.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or protect you.
Do you ever do like those insane moshing things that they do at like the metal concerts and whatnot?
Dancing? Not really. I mean, like
yeah,
like
mosh dancing.
Yeah, just like swinging your fists and stuff. Like sometimes, dude, it's just fun. Like it's like fun being next to it.
Like it's fun observing it and like not being involved.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to get my
and,
teeth kicked in or
yeah.
like.
I was gonna say, yeah, probably a lot of tooth fairy money to collect at the end of that fight.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, write that down. That's important. I can make $12. What's like the coolest piece? I don't even want to say music. What's the coolest piece of art that you've stumbled upon recently?
Coolest piece of art.
Yeah, that includes any artistic endeavor.
I started listening to this composer named Ravel, and
Ravel.
I think
Let me look
I think he's like a.
How do you spell that?
An impressionist. Ravel. I don't know his first name.
Composer. All right. I think he's gonna pop up here for me. There he is. French composer.
Yeah, and there's this one song. I think it's something about a princess. Like like a requiem for a princess or something like that. And the song is just so freaking beautiful.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna write that down in my notes then.
Heck yeah.
Maurice Ravel.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna write down princess because I don't know what else.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's about like a princess or something like that.
Okay. Is it like his greatest, or is it like what pops up when you search his name, or do you have to kind of go? Is it a deep cut?
Sure. I don't think it's like too much of it. I don't think it's a deep cut.
Oh.
I don't know.
You're telling me you're not giving me this Maurice Ravel deep cuts? Oh
yeah, dude. I don't know because it's pretty freaking tight.
Dude, I'm definitely gonna listen.
Heck yeah. Oh, and then I found some cool books. Like my homie Aaron sent me a book called Finnegan's Wake, and it's like
that's ringing a bell for me. Finnegan.
Yeah, Finnegan's Wake. It's
what's
really
that
tricky,
about?
Dude. I don't really know, but it's like it's really interesting. It communicates things like.
I'm reading.
Uh-huh.
I am reading about it right now. It says it has like an experimental style, and it's one of the most difficult works of fiction in the English language. Good luck with that, buddy.
Yeah, it's like 120 languages put together or something like that. And
what?
It's really useful to say it in an Irish accent.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do that. Can you do an Irish accent?
I think I did. What did I say? Like farmless? Farmless instead of formless?
Oh yeah. You got some sort of accent you're working on, at least.
I don't know, dude. But yeah, my homie Aaron sent that to me, and Aaron and I were actually on. He was on a podcast. I think it was like podcast 8 or something, and he's a trip dude. He sends me this like really interesting, like he loves like things that test the boundaries of like what like literature could be, or like what a movie could be, or just like
Oh.
weird like he's always like pushing barriers like that too, kind of like similar to you.
Oh, that's what's your friend's name?
Aaron Cabrero Jr. He's a director.
Oh, oh crap.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Damn.
I I did like sound design for some of his stuff, and
Hmm.
it's like it's just really weird, and it like pushed me artistically too. It was
Oh
like
wow.
yeah, I was like I didn't know my computer could do this, or like I didn't know like I could create this, but it all like, kind of like flowed together.
I didn't know my body could bend this way.
Yeah, something like that, dude. It's like whoa, like I have so much like flexibility now, and so that's kind of what his art is. It's like
That's
whoa,
cool.
like I didn't know this was possible.
So he doesn't abide by any sort of preset rules or anything that have been in place for a while. That's what it
Not
sounds
yeah,
like.
not really. Like he definitely does his own thing.
That's cool. Hey, I
Yeah.
I love people that do that. Yeah.
So yeah, he's the one that hooked me up with that book, Finnegan's Wake.
Phoenix Wake. Okay. My next book that sounds like that difficulty level that I want to read eventually. Infinite Jest. Have you
Infinite
heard of that one?
Jest. I watched that movie. There's a movie about it, right?
By David Foster Wallace, right? That's the
Yeah.
author.
Yeah, David Foster Wallace.
Oh.
There's a movie
Oh,
where I
you know
think
what?
like Jason Segel plays him.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen that. And then I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the trailer. Who someone else plays alongside him though. I forgot who it was. Now I'm curious. Uh,
Dude, this is pretty cool to have like a Googler on the podcast.
oh, do you not have people looking at stuff up?
Sometimes, but it's just
I
cool that
didn't
you're
know. I didn't know. I didn't know what the format is really here. I figured we're just kind of like
Yeah, no, dude, it's really tight.
looking things up here and there. It's super chill. Did I thank you for having me on? I forgot if I thanked you or not. But if
Yeah,
I
dude.
didn't,
I mean,
thank
I'll
you.
take your thanks again. Like, appreciate it.
Thank
And
you
thank you
once
too for like
again.
being on the podcast.
Yeah, man. Okay, you know what? My search is not being fruitful right now. I'm gonna worry about that later. You want to hear about something I found that was really cool recently?
Yes,
Have you heard
please.
of an artist called the Caretaker?
The Caretaker. No.
So this guy named Leland Kirby, he came out with this project called the Caretaker. That's what he calls it.
Oh, dude, I
And
was thinking of the wrestler, the Undertaker.
the Undertaker. This is the exact opposite. This is the Caretaker. Takes care of you. And he along with another guy named Ivan Seal, they came out, or the main artist, the Caretaker, he came out with this 6-stage album called Everywhere at the End of Time. And each stage is like over an hour. So we're looking at like a 6.5-hour runtime on this thing. But the main, you're probably asking, what is this 6.5 hours worth of audio for? What the hell is this? Well, it is basically based on like memory loss and like memory degradation and stuff like that. And what he did was he diagnosed the guy that is behind this project, Leland Kirby. He diagnosed the Caretaker with dementia. So like in this world, he diagnosed his own, himself with dementia, and then he came out with like this 6-stage album. And basically it starts off like each stage it takes a bunch of like really old sort of jazz age music, and it like distorts it and warps it in such a way to make it sound like really haunting and really beautiful, and it feels like you're almost like listening to someone's memories almost. And it's funny because, well, it's not funny. It's actually, this is probably one of the most depressing things I've ever experienced, by the way. So I don't recommend it too much, but I recommend the experience of doing it. Just know that you're not, don't go into this knowing that you're going to be like, you're going to get like this happy sensation the whole time. and then again, I shouldn't even be recommending a 6.5 hour long album, but I really enjoyed it because it's something that when you think of like things like memory loss and dementia and stuff, you never get to experience it because the only people who are experiencing it are the people that, of course, their memories might not be what they used to be. So now when you like listen to this whole thing, and at first it starts off all gleeful, and then as you get through each stage, the music starts to like degrade a bit. Let me do some more Googling here and
Yeah.
go on to the like the descriptions of what these stages are, just so you can get a better idea beyond my own articulation of it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, everywhere at the end.
Why were you so fascinated by this?
Because I never had seen something. And what you should also do is look at the artwork for this too, because I mentioned the artist. The artwork is, if you take a look at it, it's stuff where you look at it and you're supposed to not really understand what it is, because it's supposed to be something that's like on the tip of your tongue, almost. They're like objects. I don't know if I'm not looking at your screen right now, but if you are looking, they are like weird objects that you think might be things that are in reality, but they're really not, because your memory is supposed to be kind of like going away. So stage one, here's the description for stage one. Here we experience the first signs of memory loss. The stage is most like a beautiful daydream, the glory of old age and recollection, the last of the great days. So that's just the first stage. So second stage is something like this. The second stage is self-realization and awareness that something is wrong. Yada, yada, yada. Stage three, here we are presented with some of the last coherent memories before confusion fully rolls in and the great mists form and fade away. And then yada, yada, you could read about that. And then once you get into like the stage 4 and 5 and stuff, that starts to get like really messy. Post-awareness stage 4 is where serenity and the ability to recall singular memories gives way to confusions and horror. Stage 5 is more confusions and horror. More extreme entanglements, repetition, and rupture can give way to calmer moments, which is true. It's not all messy. And then stage 6 is without description, because it's just so far. I don't want to spoil it, but there's some really cool stuff that happens.
Wow. How did you find this?
I think it was this video, this one YouTuber who does like these really unique like art. He's like an art major, I guess, and he just does all these weird like art history videos and all these different obscure esoteric art videos. And he also then he'll do like super mainstream stuff. Like I think the most recent one was like the art in Minecraft. He did a video on all the art in Minecraft.
What's his name?
That guy was the YouTuber is, let me confirm it, Solar Sands.
Solar Sands?
Yes, SOLAR space Sands. Well, that rough, coarse, and irritating stuff. That's what that is.
Oh, Sands.
Yes, like at the beach.
Cool.
In fact, let me send you that one video that I found, that because he describes it very beautifully. The same artist, by the way, has a very, very, very much more approachable album called An Empty Bliss at the End of This World, I believe it's called. And that's more like haunted, sort of like old. Because how this guy made this record, and his previous record, was he took a bunch of like jazz age, like like this. I'm not very familiar with it, but like the 78 records, that spin at 78 RPM. He just went into like a Brooklyn. From what I read, his interview, he went into like a Brooklyn record shop, just went to the bargain bin, grabbed like a couple dozen old jazz records, and then just took them out, and then he just sampled them all, like all these songs you never would ever hear again if it weren't for this guy.
That's a trip, dude. Have you ever thought about sampling stuff like that?
Yes. A lot, like when it comes to like sampling other music, that's where I don't know a lot about, because I know there's a lot, like all the licensing stuff, and you don't want to use someone else's work. of course, without their permission. I don't know how it works with like these old, like literally 100-year-old recordings. I think they're out. Like if they don't renew their license, I think they're outside of the public domain, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, there's like some works that are like public domain because like the composer was like alive like hundreds of years ago or something like that. Or something interesting that you just reminded me of, like a lot of, if you like watch like a person on TV watching TV, usually like it's not uncommon to just have them watching a black and white something, because like
Yeah,
that's all like common, like what is it, common domain or public domain?
yeah, public public domain. Excuse me.
Yeah, so that's like the case with some TV stuff. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's really interesting, kind of like it's like collecting ingredients that we can use to like make
Oh
new
yeah,
dishes.
yeah, exactly. Oh, I like I like that. I like cooking, so I like that reference.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a good analogy.
yeah.
Yep,
What kinds of
yep.
stuff do you
I
cook?
like.
I mean, you're gonna cook those like.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We cook around. We're really into baking around here, Omar. No, like I said, I'm a quarantine stoner. I'm not a. Well, we'll see what happens after this. Of course, we'll see what my new normal is after quarantine.
New
But my
normal.
favorite, I would say my favorite dish to make is I make this really really good like red pasta sauce with noodles. I even like a lot of times I won't make my own homemade noodles, but I occasionally will because
Whoa.
it's super. Making your own homemade pasta is super easy. You just need like 3 ingredients. I think you need flour, egg. You need 2 ingredients. You need flour and egg. Maybe a little salt. You do need salt for the boiling water, of course. And then the red sauce I use a nice high quality can of San Marzano tomatoes and just a little olive oil, some garlic, some onion, oregano, salt, pepper, and that's about it.
How much flour
Basil.
to egg?
You almost don't even need to measure because what you do, you use this method called the bowl method, where you put in a bunch of, or no, the well method. You dump a bunch of flour onto your cutting board. You make a nice little bowl out of the flour, so like you have a nice well. Then you crack a few eggs into the little well, and then you start mixing it, beating it around until the flour slowly incorporates with the egg. And then at that point, after a few minutes, you have like a a ball of dough, and then you get to make that judgment: do I need to add more? Actually, at that point, you really only should be adding flour. You shouldn't be taking anything out or adding water or anything. So that's how I do it. It's
Yeah.
super simple. There's tons of you can find any YouTube tutorial on how to. There's probably trillions of it. So yeah, so that's like that's my go-to main dish.
Heck yeah.
How about you? Do you have a favorite dish that you like to cook for yourself, or that you like to have cooked for you, perhaps?
Whoa. Oh yeah, dude. I love like pasta, like similar, like making it with like the red sauce. I've been like doing this like red lentil pasta lately, and it's
Oh yeah.
been it's been pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, the lentil pasta is like super healthy because has a lot of protein in there as
Yeah,
opposed to
dude.
just normal pasta.
Yeah. So that's been pretty cool. I think like it has to like cook a little bit longer than like the pasta noodles or that like non red lentil stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but like I don't know, dude. Let me think of my favorite. Dude, I love my abuela's beans, like my grandma's beans. They're just like
What does she do to them?
they're
Like what
like
is she,
they're like refried
oh,
Peruvian beans,
oh,
and they have like just like the perfect amount of like cheese and like salsa, and
oh, no way.
it's like just delicious.
Wow.
Definitely like one of my like I would be content like dying after like a meal of that. You know what I mean?
You
That's
could
like
you could just like for the rest of your life, they could just be a funnel in your mouth and then just nonstop, infinite pouring of your beans.
Oh, I don't know about that, but like
Oh, I know about that. That's,
yeah, so those
you
are
said
some.
it's your grandma's recipe?
Yeah.
That's so, dude, you are so lucky. Like you get to have a grandma that cooks for you
Heck
during,
yeah, dude.
especially, are you with her right now during
Oh no, dude.
all this?
No, I'm living with my homie Luis right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Well, hey, you'll be able to have those beans sometime in the near future.
Heck
I
yeah.
promise you.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, I gotta figure out how to make them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely have, if there's a recipe somewhere, have that written down.
Straight up. What else? What else do you want to talk about?
Ooh. What? I don't know. What? How about this? Is there something that you've wanted to talk about on this podcast here that hasn't been brought up, or that you've been like dying to talk about? That someone that you wish like your guest, like you and your guest can converse about,
Okay. I want to
or
like, yeah.
it's up
I
to you.
want I want to like figure out like belief systems, like the programmings that we have, and how we can like learn to like harmonize with them, if that makes sense. Because like I feel like we all have a certain kind of
Hmm.
like programs, like certain kinds of programs, either from like society or things that we've experienced. And like,
You want to find some common ground? Is that what it sounds like?
yeah, I just want to like bring more awareness to that actually. Just like helping people understand that they can improve themselves through doing things like getting out of your comfort zone.
Oh yeah. Of course, it's hard to. Although it's hard to get out of. You know, we're in our. It feels like we're locked in our comfort zone right now, as per
Whoa,
the situation going on.
locked in your
But
comfort
I
zone.
was about to say that, but people as such as yourself, there you are going out of your comfort zone. You're doing a podcast literally every single day. I think that's very admirable. Um,
Thanks, dude.
and I don't even know if I could think of any actions that I went outside of my comfort zone to do in this whole quarantine situation. So it is
Mm.
kind of like hard to, if we're all locked inside, it's hard to get that momentum.
Yeah, dude. One thing that I've been doing is taking cold showers.
Oh man, you are a strong man. I've never been able to do that. I need my like I need my like 200-degree Fahrenheit like 20-minute showers to get through the day.
Oh yeah,
That's what
dude.
I look forward to.
I feel you. Do you shower in the day or at night?
Recently, what I've been doing is I'll have work, and then at lunchtime I'll do like a little mini workout, and then I'll do my shower, and that'll be that. How about you? Are
Yeah.
you?
So you shower after your workout at
I
like
shower. Yeah, I shower about like around 2
oh
nowadays. How
yeah.
about you?
I It depends. Normally,
Mm.
lately it's been at night, like right
Yep.
before I go to bed. But yeah, dude, I'll just do like cold for as long as I can,
Oh,
and then I'll
ugh.
turn it hot, and then gradually like go as hot as I can.
You've made me very cold. I need to put this on now. There we go.
It's
I'm
so good
protected
for
from the
you,
cold shower.
dude. It boosts your immune system,
So
and
like,
it
do you? How long have you been doing these cold showers?
I haven't like timed myself. Probably
I
like
mean, I mean,
two
just
minutes or so, or like how long like over time?
yeah, yeah.
Maybe like around a year
And you've been consistently doing that every day?
for the most part. Maybe like every
Wow,
other day.
that's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
And you say 2 minutes, like it's like, oh, it's only 2 minutes, but dude, I'm just 120 seconds of just sheer cold.
Dude
I wouldn't
is
be able to contain that for 10% of that.
but like I reached a new level recently. I've been able to like sing in the cold, like and dance a little bit. So it's like I feel like I leveled up.
Do you think the negative aspect of you missing out on like the hot showers, do you think it's worth it? That like, do you think this cold shower um, habit has had such a beneficial effect on your life that it's worth not having those warm showers anymore?
Oh, well, I do have like warm showers still. So like
Oh,
I'll
okay.
do like cold as I'll do cold for like the first few minutes, and
Okay,
then
got it.
I'll turn it to hot. And then so it's like kind of like I don't know, like dipping in a cold pool and then going into a sauna.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So like yeah, it's like important to expose our bodies to the extremes.
At least you have that like immediate relief whenever you want it.
Yeah.
And you're not just like, because I know some people, they take they say I take cold showers and they mean it, and they do like, they even do like the whole like military shower thing too,
What's the
where you only
military?
shower when you're also, what the military shower is, where you turn the shower on, you get wet, then you turn the shower off, and then you lather yourself up, and then you turn the water back on,
Oh,
get it all out, and then that way it wastes the least amount of water. Takes
yeah.
2 seconds, or however long it takes for you, and then you're out of there. But that's
Heck
not
yeah.
how I like to enjoy my shower, because I use my shower time as a moment to reflect. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, do you bring a notebook with you? Oh, wait, you
do,
say you don't write things down, huh?
bringing a notebook into the shower might seem a little ill-advised to me.
I
Does
have it
it
like I
work
just
for
have it
you?
like on the sink next to me and like ready to catch the ideas, dude.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I wouldn't trust myself. I feel like I'd drown the entire notebook.
uh, but yeah,
Paper and water don't mix.
do you get do you get ideas in the shower?
I get ideas in the shower definitely, and then I forget them when I walk out immediately, and that's why.
That's what the notebook is for.
I was gonna say,
Like,
I know. I need to get better at writing underwater, apparently, because there's a lot of good. Apparently, water is really good at inducing good creative thoughts, getting those juices flowing.
yeah, dude, we're mostly water.
70%, right?
I think so, somewhere around there.
Something like that. 70, yeah, 70 or 65. Like that, the whole joke where it's like, hey, this was like a joke you do in second grade, like, hey girl, do you like me? And then she says no, and then you're like, well, I guess you don't like water because I'm 70% water, and then you feel like a block. That's how I was, at least.
Did you tell that to a girl?
I probably did. There's probably a point where I did.
That's tight.
Obviously it didn't work out, for poor little second grade Daniel.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. What's your how about this? Do you want to end on like what you think like the cheesiest pickup line you could possibly think of is?
Oh, cheesy one.
Or just like a really like it doesn't have to be it doesn't even have to be good. It could be any pickup line.
No, I want to think of a cheesy one.
Now I kind of want to think of one too, actually.
Yeah. Give me a scenario. Where am I? Where do I see this girl?
You are at the carnival.
At the carnival?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And you see a cute girl over across the way, and she's playing that little game where you have to shoot the ducks.
Oh man, okay.
This is very specific.
I want to incorporate cheese somehow as a thing.
It's a Wednesday, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. You've been having like weird stomach issues for some reason. I don't know what exactly has been going on, but that's the situation. All right.
Okay.
I think you ate too many corn dogs. You don't have to mention that to the girl though.
Okay. So what are some like carnival foods that have? There's like nachos.
There's nachos. There's anything deep fried, obviously.
But something like cheesy.
Funnel cake. Oh, you want cheesy? Oh, you literally want a cheesy pickup line.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, nachos. There's, I mean, there's probably. Why can't I think of any cheese-related carnival?
Like pizza.
Oh yeah, pizza.
Here
I go Googling again.
Okay.
Carnival foods. Ooh, candy apples, of course. Cotton candy lemonade, pretzels.
Okay, I'd probably say something like, the way that you're shooting those ducks makes my heart as gooey as this pizza.
Oh, and then you show her the pizza, of course, right?
Yeah.
Good. You know what? If I were that girl, I would.
And then I'd take a bite, and like put the other one in her mouth, like a like Lady in the Tramp style, but like with just
Oh,
like a really cheesy like.
all right, ladies. Omar's single. Okay, everybody. We got not all at once. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, you got to give me a scenario now.
Okay, let's say that you're
It has to be at least as specific as my scenario that I gave you.
okay. This is post quarantine, post corona.
Okay.
You're walking like through the mall past the movie theater, and they just finished showing like that movie. What is it? The Dune thing.
Oh, Dune.
Yeah, and then you see this like group of girls just leaving the movie theater,
Wait,
and
did I enjoy the movie though?
I don't know, dude. It hasn't come out yet, and
Make up a scenario and say it's a yes or no question, Omar.
maybe okay. Like, you're on your way to go watch it.
Oh, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're on your way to go watch it, and they just exited the theater. You don't know what they watched, but you can tell like they're friends.
Okay.
And it's
is my stomach feeling okay?
Yeah, you're pretty stoked to go see this movie. You're like just like
I've
ready.
been waiting. I can't wait to see Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Oscar Isaac as the Duke. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dude, you're fantastic. You're on that Dune high. And then
I'm on the Dune high. All right, I'm on the Dune high.
It's like
continue. I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's like the beginning of summer. It's like starting to get warm. Maybe you're wearing like shorts and like a tank top, but with some kind of like sweater or flannel to bring with you into the movie theater.
But not to be technical here, but it comes out in December.
Okay, so maybe then like you want December? Like just it's like really, it's really hot in December.
I mean, we're in California. We're literally in California, so that's fine too. I'm trying to put as many obstacles as I can in front of you. It's all good. By the way. It's more fun for me that way.
Yeah, it's like golden hour, like the sun's going down, and it's gonna be nighttime when you walk out of the movie theater.
Okay, I can vibe with that.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the girl though? Where'd she go?
Oh, like the group of girls, like you can pick which one you want.
Okay, I'll take the middle one.
Okay.
I mean, they're all beautiful, but I can only. They're all beautiful on the inside, okay? No, I'm just kidding. They're beautiful. They're beautiful souls. I can picture them in my head. Okay, so now it's on me then.
Yeah, dude. Are you want me to keep going? What else? Like,
I need a couple more details if I want to be able to successfully pick this girl up.
One of them is holding the one on the left is holding popcorn.
Okay.
The one on the right is like taking a selfie of the group, or just finished taking a selfie of the group.
Okay, or she's already lost some points with me.
Like maybe they're like in the middle. They're in the middle of like taking photos after the movie theater, like posing with the popcorn and like with the golden hour going on.
Okay. Wait, what's middle girl? What's my girl doing? What's middle girl up to?
Oh, I don't know. She's like just like having fun with her friends, like kind of like posing with the what's going on, and they're like some of them are like prom pics, and some of them are just like, you know what I mean, like just like whatever. And then what else?
I'm brainstorming what my line's gonna be. Right, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
If you have more details, keep giving them.
Okay, there's like this funny dude walking with his really like fuzzy dog.
Wait, what kind of dog? Is it a corgi? Make it a corgi. That'll make me more comfortable. Okay.
It's a corgi where the owner looks like the dog.
Is it sad that I just imagined the guy's face as an actual corgi's face just now?
Oh, dude, no, that's happy.
Okay, good. Well, see now when the situation when in December, this December when Dune comes out, and when I see the guy walking his corgi with a corgi face, I'm gonna know what to do. I'm gonna be able to just go over to the group of girls and, well, I have to come up with a pickup line first.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it Dune related.
Okay. And then let's say like their popcorn has the Dune on it, like the Dune logos and stuff.
Oh, you're not gonna get the reference though, but here it goes. Hey babe, you ready for me to spice up your life because they're all addicted to spice, which is a drug.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Dude, we are just some like world-class pickup men, aren't we?
I know, dude. It takes one to know one.
Wow.
Like,
Dude, when you were like saying your line, I was like, oh my God, maybe I should switch sides here.
wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to let the people
Cool.
know before we wrap this up?
What do I want these people to know?
Maybe a positive message, or
Wish they
where
were.
where
I
to
wish I
find your
could see
music.
them right now.
Yeah.
My music. Well, my music is. Oh, I guess my music last year came out. It's on Spotify. Link in the description, right, Omar?
Heck yeah, dude.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
Nice. I feel like a real YouTuber now, even though you're the YouTuber.
Oh, now you are too now.
I'm living vicariously through you. No, I don't know. The only message I have is we got this, everybody. We got this. It's gonna be over sooner rather than later. I think we're already past the halfway point. That's what it seems like.
Cool.
So yeah, just keep staying cool, keep being awesome. If you're watching this video, you're friends with Omar, you know who he is. So keep picking awesome friends.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks for having me on, man. This is exciting.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'm happy for you.
I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Daniel. I love you very much.
You are welcome, very, very much.